Hi, I'm Ray.
I'm Evie.
And Evie, what is the review of this week?
Return of the Hulk?
Right, starring Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. And it's the film regarding, it's the return, actually it is the return film since the TV series that ended in 82. It is 1988. It's now a team up with Thor. First of all, what are your general thoughts of the television movie?
I really liked it actually, It kind of, I would say it's about a man who struggles with who he is because he's like two people. One good person and the other one who kind of struggles with a bit of anger and who he is. He doesn't like the evil side, of course, kind of like a what do you call it, Jekyll and Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something like that, a Jekyll and Hyde story.
Yeah, it just occurred to me, this movie would be like, just blew my mind if this was all in his mind, and at the end of the movie, like this, none of this happened, it was all in his head.
Oh yeah.
That would have been, this movie would be like 10 times, like, insanely better than anything else I could possibly imagine. But no.
It was the other way.
If this was like Fight Club, where nothing's what you think it is, this is all, like, everything was actually in his head, like,
Yeah.
and he's not really a Hulk, he's just like, he's just crazy.
Okay.
This would have been like amazing.
Yeah,
You had a trip, buddy. But
yeah.
No, I'll summarize it into one scene. When Thor threw the hammer at the car,
Okay.
and nothing happened. It just bounced off the car.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was bad. But that's what told me this was going to be a low budget, like, television movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I still really liked it though.
I was excited because you're going to get a matchup. This is the first time you get a matchup. I know for a fact that over the years, Bixby was kind of upset he didn't get season 5 of the series. He wanted to give the show closure.
Okay.
And then he tried in the past to do a movie earlier.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do a crossover with Richard Hammond to do the Spider-Man series, the live-action Spider-Man series.
Okay.
It didn't happen, and when they were able to do it, and he got a company willing to do it, Ferrigno was doing Hercules at that time in '83, and wasn't able to do the film, and then it just folded. So he's been spending, I guess, 5-6 years desperately wanting to do some sort of closure to this, and we ended up getting a trilogy with the Incredible Hulk, and this was a pet project for him because he likes to see things to the end. That was kind of in his wheelhouse, and of course it'll end with the death of the Incredible Hulk. Now I'm going to say too, this was the one time we get Jack Colvin, Mr. McGee, the reporter, back.
Yeah.
This was his last time doing this.
Right.
He had a stroke shortly after this film was made, and then he passed away shortly after. I think Trial of the Incredible Hulk came out.
Okay.
So he was ailing at this shortly after the making of this film. I like the idea of him being an authentic Viking. The story of him, his whole story arc for Thor was he wasn't allowed to go into Valhalla because he was a pride. So that was the reasoning why, and he was stuck with Donald Blake to keep him humble. Donald Blake summoning Thor in a closed environment where these computers are going to be,
Exactly.
just to prove a point that he's not crazy. I blame him for everything. I blame him for everything that went on, and I'm surprised that Bruce didn't get angry at him even further, even after the fact.
Yeah.
Because he stopped it. He stopped him from being zapped. He stopped him. Everything comes to him.
For sure. I'm Evie.
I'm Ray. We'll see you next week. If you like what you just saw, if you weren't tripped out, please subscribe to the bottom of the screen. We'll love to do more podcasts. We'll be back next week for sure with our review of Hulk versus Thor, the animated movie. One half of an animated movie.